Yes, sir. We're back.
You already know. Welcome back. Welcome back.
Yes, sir.
Episode 5.
Episode 5, the big 5.
Yeah.
The fabulous 5.
We on the road with it.
Gotta keep the momentum going.
Yeah. LTL, Laughin Thru Life. We back.
You already know.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So, this week, we gotta start off the episode.
Before we do that.
Go ahead.
If you're new to this channel, hey man, subscribe. Go back, watch the oldest episodes, that are out there. We got a couple gems out there. Follow us everywhere on all platforms, TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube itself. It's all at Laughin Thru Life. Mm-hmm. And follow us, interact. Feel me? We out there.
I'm still waiting for the haters to pull up. Like, cause if you don't got haters, you're not doing it right. I finally got a hate comment today, and I'm happy.
Super excited about it.
All criticism as well.
Yeah. We very open with this shit.
To build.
Yes, sir. We very open with this shit. So yeah. Fuck you, nigga.
That's your soundboard.
The energy.
Yeah, facts. It's my little ad-lib right there.
Every time he says, I'll back it up.
Plugins coming in soon, man.
Yeah, word. We actually some little thing before we get into what we gotta do. We working on a little something for the 14th. For the 14th, we working on a little something. Just a little something, bro. Last night, I couldn't sleep, so like I just sat there just thinking about like how we gonna go about this video, bro, for them line up and shit. You feel me? And yeah, that'll be for the end of the month.
So you're telling me you have a whole screenplay already set?
Yeah, in my
Let's
head.
go.
Yeah. I built off of like the start that I was telling y'all last time and shit. Yeah. So, I'm excited.
Do you have the first scene in mind where we're gonna shoot it?
Well, that I need to like look into.
All right.
For sure. And so we could get the space and all that for it, but yeah. We'll get to that.
We're always on the grind, always trying to move up.
Yeah, for my Senegalese people, where the rhyme for me, it's coming.
Gotta send mean in English. English viewers.
Damalano means I love you pretty much in Wolof. Yeah. There's different ways. Damala nop, damala bagnala, nopnala, like So all that type of shit, but damn up, yeah. Been sitting on it for a long time. So I'm back Senegalese.
I was about to say the only thing I know is Wolof, bro.
Yeah,
and I was like,
don't
do it.
Yeah, please don't. I mean, YouTube don't know, so you could say it.
I was like, there's lots of ways to say Damla Nup in Wolof, like how low, like you got Damla Nup, Chatundai, and all that.
There's one you're missing.
There's one I'm missing.
Yeah.
My cuts and that.
Oh shit.
That's the one, right?
Yeah, that's the
one. It means I love you.
It means not in that way, but yeah. if you said Malay cut it, then that that means
Okay.
Go to your nearest Senegalese friend,
ask them.
Tell them that. Start off with that.
Namla Katsandai to all of y'all. Love y'all. Please keep supporting.
Pac sending you the best wishes, man.
Yeah.
Thanks. This is greatest wishes. But yeah. Today we had. What you got for us, Mike? Mike has some, Mike got some little something prepared for us today, man.
I was surfing the interweb, as they say, looking through some Reddit threads, and I found some crazy
dark
stories.
web.
Yeah, Reddit is the step before the dark web. For the computer science majors that know how to get into the dark web, Reddit is for civilians, which I am.
Yeah.
So I was looking through the threads and stuff, reading stories, like how people have those how you pronounce it, Ada, which is like, am I the asshole, or people have stories that they haven't never told and stuff. So I found one, and basically the title was his mom, for like the first 7 years of his life, his mom raised him to be a girl. So yeah, so the man, so the person who posted it, 20-year-old man, he was like, growing up, his mom wasn't like, she, a lawyer or something in like a government job, paid well. They moved around. She received her son through in vitro fertilization. Ooh. So she got a sperm donor and then had the kid and moved around. And she was a very strict religious Christian. So the way she upbrought her, he started off as a her through like, her indoctrination, her planning. So the way it started off, she was never allowed to, like the mom taught her, never allow yourself to, unclothe in front of people. Make sure you like covering your privates. Don't be around people, like don't get too close to people. If she had friends coming over, she was always supervised. And,
why you keep saying she? We know that's a man now, bro.
But look, under the mom's planning, like, yeah, I'm talking about up until she has she has the epiphany herself.
Yeah.
No. So once I get to that, to the cusp of the story, then with the poster themselves realizing their true identity, then I'll switch it. So she
also this whole time they didn't realize.
So he was
brainwashed.
So like she thought she never really, like, she knew about men and women, but she wasn't
exposed to it.
She wasn't exposed to any like nudity, any of that. So she was like, all right, for her to be a girl, if she has a man part, she just assumed like everybody would like has a man part, and at some point if you're a girl and you got that, like, it falls off and your boobs get bigger. Whereas the man, it stays like it just grows or something.
Some it doesn't grow. It stays like that.
So what you call it? Continuing with that, her mom puts her in an all-girls school. One of those boarding schools, all-girls school. And one day, one of like her headmaster, homeroom teachers is walking around, spills tea on her by accident. Hot beverage. They quickly take her to the like office, undress her, remove her undergarments, and then they realize she is a he. Immediately they call the mother, the police, doing the investigation, talk to her. He is put in foster care.
There's the switch.
Yeah, that's the switch happens. Like, he really finds out, okay, this whole situation, like, his life is turned around. He says from that day on, like, he didn't even get to go back to his house. He never saw his mother. All of his, belongings was just left there.
How old was he?
This was around like 7.
Okay.
7, 8. So once that happened, he also had to change schools, and he speaks about the first foster home he went to, which was very like heavily masculine. It was all boys, 3 of them. He says, heavily testosterone packed. So anything he felt like he was doing was wrong. They was always reprimanding him. Like they would say his characteristics were feminine, so they were trying to correct that out of him. And they didn't let him grow his hair. He said also the first thing that happened when he was placed in foster care, they gave him a buzz cut, chop off all his hair, and told him he's a boy. Mm-hmm. Like trying to clear what they saw as the brainwashing, which is brainwashing.
That's
from
probably
what the mom did.
Late 90s or early 2000s, because right now they would have encouraged my guy to be a woman, bro.
Yeah, they would have been like, nah, keep going. That's you.
But they would be like, they would pull up the 7-year-old. But like, actually, how do you feel? Do you feel like a girl or boy? While that nigga don't know shit about anything, they're gonna pressure him to like decide himself.
So, with that family, he grew into depression and became suicidal and tried to commit suicide twice at 11 and 13.
Damn.
And so once that happened, they put him in another family where he said, it was much better. They wasn't as controlling. They allowed him to grow his hair, and from there he was able to work on himself. Mm-hmm. And he says now, he's happily married with a wife. he's not the most, like, he's, as his words go, butch man out there, but he's not worried about that. You know, I guess, like, not what society sees as, like, manly or whatever, however he sees what that is. But, you know, he's happy, and he says he never talked about that story, but he just posted it there.
Dang. Yeah. That mom was like, got the in vitro visualization or whatever it's called. And it was like, I want a daughter. Didn't get the daughter. I was like, I better get my money worth for the.
Yeah, that's
probably, try to get this money worth.
That's definitely what happened.
Yeah, I was like, I'm gonna get my money worth.
Yeah, she's like, fuck this.
Yeah, I mean, I've used the wrong term with in vitro fertilization, because I think that's where you just put in like fertilizing the eggs, someone else's eggs and stuff.
The other one is.
I think that's, who knows, that's probably they put the sperm
insemination.
Yeah.
So they put the swimming little boys into her belly.
Yeah, she wanted a little girl, and the little boy was like,
I got you, bitch.
Damn, that's crazy, bro.
Well, she tried to get her money worth, and she ended up losing everything at the end. So.
Facts.
And you say she was a Christian?
Yeah.
What hypocrisy, bro. People who claim to be very religious scared the shit out of me, honestly. Because how can you be very religious and try to, like, blindside God? God said,
This is a man.
And you try to blindside it. What is that? So, you know, if she's not really religious, she's just hiding under that guy's.
Yeah, the mother definitely has a mental illness. But you can't say that because, you know. The son ends up saying that at some point, you know, he can gauge.
He can say it, but we can't say it because, you know.
We can only guess sometimes.
Yeah.
Sorry.
It's alright.
What happened to you happened to me right now last time. My laptop,
And you can't use my charger, right? Well, let's keep the people entertained while you got another story.
Facts. So this other story, you know, is short, but it's kind of funny, and I want you guys to put your thoughts in it, you know, in the comments.
Yeah.
Another Reddit thread. So, basically, I read it like this. So the post is like, I once helped out a female friend's family by taking care of their cat for a week. Every day for a week, I would go over there and snoop around their house. I found my friend's diary and proceeded to read the entire thing. I used this information to get her to like me. She is currently my wife. So look, how do y'all feel about that?
Nah, hold on.
Basically,
I'm not mentally here yet.
I'm listening to you. Go ahead.
He basically, you know, invaded shorty privacy to become an upstanding man for her. You know, the intention was good, but the way he got to it is, you know, he can never say. You can never tell her that, and she's like, she was cool with that.
So what was he doing again?
So, obviously, you know, neighbors, you know, friends like that, same area. They go on vacation. Shorty friend go on vacation. I mean, shorty family go on vacation.
Yeah.
He's cat watching.
Yeah.
Goes over to watch the cat. As he does that, proceeds to snoop around. Goes into her room, finds her diary, reads it, uses that information for his tactical benefit in order to secure her. And now that is his wife, years later. If he wanted to bring it up, maybe when they was getting married, bring that up as a funny story. Yeah, I never told anyone, but you know, I read your diary. It's kind of crazy, but
nah.
How old were they? I want to know that. If they were kids,
I would assume like around like kids or teenagers.
Then you could. I feel like you could forgive that, but if they were like adults, that would be kind of. Like,
but imagine this could have been like a shorty that like this mandem could have never pulled on a regular day. Mandem could have never pulled on a regular day. Mandem went in invasion of privacy.
I want to know what was on that he used that. He must have played the game perfectly.
They were friends though, so
yeah.
You know they're friends. You know there's no romantic interest. Maybe start off as friendship, some platonic stuff, but there could have always been something underlying if that's his wife now.
Yeah. I mean, if they're married and happy, then kudos to them, because
I think
he turned into the perfect husband for her. I think.
Yeah, the shorty could be forgiving of that. It could have been. No. Yeah, she could never find out.
He should have erased that out of his memory and just.
How do you erase? You are living with this person 24/7 for the rest of your life. How do you erase that out of your memory pack? That's it. You did it.
Oh man!
If y'all would have do that to your significant other, you would never tell him.
I don't think I'll ever do it. But if I was in that situation, I wouldn't even write that shit on Reddit.
I probably would have brought it up before our marriage.
Fuck that. I'm dying with that shit. That secret is going to the grave. Maybe when I'm dying on my deathbed. You feel me? I might not be able. She might finish me off then, but at this point I'm going. I might write her a note or something, or just maybe just whisper.
Psych, bitch! I got you.
Yeah, be like about 73 years ago. Yeah, I did this and this and this, and she's gonna.
I got you.
This is how I got you.
Will.
Yeah,
and then only be revealed after you're dead.
Remember you said you like men who like flowers? I actually didn't, but I read in your diary.
Yeah. I know. You know your favorite drink, your favorite song, and I did everything you like, and that's because I knew you.
But the thing is, if she's happy, then that's all that matters to me. Honestly,
he
turned into the perfect husband for her.
With the way he went about it and got the information underhanded,
he could have used it. For
he definitely did it the right. Did it the right way in the terms of that. You know, he's doing what he needs to do. You feel me? He's not lacking in his support of his woman. I would say from the context of what we're reading. You know,
my son was wicked.
He's doing all right.
No. My son was wicked, fam. Bro, that's next level wickedness, man. That's next level thought processing, bro. Like, yo, my son said, "Nah, I'm gonna go find out what's up, bro."
So, you with your crush, right? She's not around, and you see her diary. Would you read it?
Nah.
100%.
You wouldn't read it, your crush.
100%. I am reading it.
I don't think I could.
I am
your
reading
crush.
Fuck all my moral values. I'm reading that shit.
She's not away. Nobody's around.
I am reading that
it's
shit.
Standing there right
I
there.
wish, bro. I wish I had that access, nigga. I wish, bro. Yo, I wish, Pac-Man. Pac-Man, hold me.
I know.
I wish.
I know.
Nigga, I'm reading that shit. I'm reading it. I'm getting it. I'm doing exactly what he just did. And I told you, I'm dying with that shit, bro. They will never find nobody. Be honest,
you sure you want to do it?
That's cap, bro.
I don't know, bro.
That's cap.
You ever had your crush?
That's cap. What is stopping you?
Like,
it's just the thought of it, like my consciousness, like, yo, damn, I'm doing something, you know, I'm invading someone's privacy. Yeah, thank you.
So what?
Into someone's privacy. Part of me would have been like, yo, you know, the curiosity.
So you've never invaded anybody's privacy?
I don't think I've willingly, you know, just go about and like snoop through people's shit. You feel me? That's
no, but the scenario he's saying is like hypothetically.
Look,
it was misplaced. Nobody's around, and it's there.
Wouldn't be peaked to the point where I'd be tempted to do it.
You opened it,
but there's a part of me.
It's your crush. It's not nobody else.
With my
bro.
overthinking. Hey, who knows? It depends. If
I would be thinking
if I'm on the mindset of this poster, like, yo, I need some information to get in there, and I'm trying to see what's up, where her head is at.
No, but the thing is, will you open it? It's not would you open it? Yes
or
under
no? The context of how I
bro,
do it.
It's sitting there nice and pink with my diary with the nice handwriting.
No.
And you like her.
No, I won't do that.
You won't do it? Ladies and gentlemen, that's the definition of a nice guy. That's why nice guys finish last. Nice, the nigga is not nice. The nigga said, "Fuck that! I'm reading this shit, bro. Why wouldn't I read it? What is really stopping me from reading this shit? Like and getting the information that I need to make this shorty mine. You feel me? Cause she's playing hard to get. She's playing hard to get.
He got his shit, babe.
You feel me? He's dating Tom and shit. I'm better than Tom.
You know how many people in the world really wishes for people to know what's deep down under their heart, bro? Inside.
Sometime, bro. You feel me? Yeah. You go and pique your curiosity. You go find out. But it's also a lesson in that sometimes it's better not to know everything and you just go and surprises. That's why we have surprises for a reason. It's fun.
All right, one more time.
With working in the unknown.
You have a girlfriend. She's not around. You
trying
trust her
to convince her to say yes? I'm gonna go and base. No. I know that's how y'all want to move about it. But look, I ain't gonna do it, man. Because if it was vice versa and they did some shit like that too, I don't even keep a diary, but put it to wherever you got some sort of information.
Different question, bro.
Listen to what he's about to say.
All right. You asked me about my
you trust her 100%. You trust her 100%. She trusts you 100%. But just random day, like just over there, like she leaves and like the phone is just sitting on the table and a notification comes from like an app you're not used to seeing her use, probably Reddit, and it's open. But like you trust her, right? You love her 100%. You just gonna ignore her, right?
It's a Reddit app. What I'm gonna do with that?
So you're gonna ignore it?
Yeah, it's Reddit. What I'm gonna do with that?
I'm saying like you see a notification that comes like you don't like you.
I'd say a text from a contact that for a fact is not supposed, like she never had this shit. This is new.
Some shit like that.
No, yeah. Because
I've never been in that position,
because
but
I wouldn't
like
open
that,
her phone
maybe.
is there and the Reddit whatever notification. It could be literally Apple sending me like sending her like her. I wouldn't open that because it's nothing incriminating. Right. But if it's anything incriminating, I am opening that bitch. Yeah. If it's nothing incriminating, there's no reason. Like you said, you trust her. She trusts you. There's no reason for you to go and open that.
About a woman cheating on her boyfriend using notes. They shared each other notes, and they were writing on the notes.
I mean, this the thing with notes. Wild. Yeah, this the thing with notes. When they thing it, like when I get like when we share notes and I get your name and all of that. Yeah. So if you see the name with notes, then like.
So and that's how the husband found out. He saw the notes of the guy. He went and saw they were like exchanging.
Well, okay, under that circumstance, you see like a whole, some like a nigga's name, a John, Tom, Harry, whoever. You see that, you gonna wonder.
Yeah.
You feel me? Just click on it.
A note for sure. Yeah.
It's like, yeah, dude.
Because that's just a little. That is a little.
You probably go about it at first like, like, okay, it's just, you just curiosity wondering what it is, or maybe something like this or some shit, and then boom, a part of your curiosity wondering like, what is that?
What is going on? Yeah, you will open that.
But daily life outside of the hypotheticals, man. Yeah, you trust your shorty. Like I trust my shorty. You feel me? As I respect your privacy, you respect mine. You feel me? You give me a reason to show me other than I know how to proceed after.
That's when we have shorties. We don't have shorties right now.
Would you in a relationship? Yeah. Would you in a relationship have your like location open every time?
I've never done that.
Would you do that?
I don't do that. I don't
even know why people find that.
Most of the shorties that they have Samsungs anyways.
Shorties that really do that, you feel me? I don't understand the whole point of that. Unless you in a relationship where you really worry about the safety of someone, like they in some sort of job where their lives is always in danger, they're in the streets and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. Then okay, but some other people do it on some just controlling shit. And then
a lot of couples I've met though.
That's the only time on some safety shit though. Like I would do it. You feel me? Like I wouldn't even want like the situation I was in. I just remembered like when you.
Would you mind if she asks you?
Like, say mine?
No, both of y'all. Like, can we have our locations open at any time? Both you and I.
Nah, I wouldn't really care about it. Like if
you could send me, you could give me yours. But I'm not giving that's because the situation I was in, like I was just saying, it was like that. She was like, oh, like I'm about to go this and this place. You feel me? Like I'm gonna send you my location just in case. I was like, bet. You feel me? That's it. But I am not sending you my location. Why? Like I could take care of myself.
If they ask, of course, first, I would question.
Yeah.
But if it's just like, through questioning, you ascertain that it's just on some. There's no real back into it. It's just trying to be controlling, or that's how you want to move that. Yeah. Probably try to shut it down.
Nah, yeah, I wouldn't share my location with my child.
I don't know. Every time these stories be coming to me on the spot, like I should have looked it up. But like, so there was this one story about. It was the game where Damar Hamlin got injured. The lady's I think her name was Karen. Or let's call her Karen. Mm-hmm. She received a random text about, "Hey, are you ready for the game? I got the suite for the game, the Bengals game this weekend." And she was like, "Oh, I think you got the wrong number. But I'm interested in those tickets." Like she said that to the so like she was like, "I'll be interested." And he was like, "Oh wait, let me ask my friend first, and if he's not, I'll keep you in mind." Boom boom. Later he's like, "Okay, are you still interested in the ticket? Let's go." So right, they go watch the game, ended up hitting it off, have a nice time, and she's like, "Oh, I think this guy's cool, blah blah." Boom boom. Days later, she writes, she's like, "This guy was a stalker the whole time. He did all that on purpose." It's like, he's not the nice guy I thought he was. He's been stalking me for like months in advance, and he did that on purpose and got me to go on that date with him.
He's like the dude from You.
You, bro. Crazy, Later I'm gonna look up the thing and show you.
That's wild.
That's like the diary dude, but with extra steps.
That's wild. That's wild and scary at the same time.
Yeah, but yeah, thanks for your stories, Mac. Crazy.
Yeah, what?
Crazy.
So yeah, we need more of those, man. More of those. Nah, yeah, that nigga mastermind, bro. What are we talking about, man? Fuck, I'm opening that shit. We finding out.
Nah, I would read it. I just wouldn't tell anybody.
Yeah, I wouldn't say a word.
Yeah. I mean, I'll be honest. Bro, the person you like and like nobody's around.
You a teenager at this point,
bro.
Like, bro, you telling me teenage you?
Questions, I thought y'all was talking about now. Niggas is grown.
No. Like, it's within that same. Within me, I was thinking it was within the same realm.
Okay, yeah, within the timeline of teenage.
You mean now?
I don't care. I'll open it anytime.
Within the time of
yeah, I'll open it too. Fuck out of here. Yeah, city boys up, nigga. Nah. What are you fucking talking about, bro? Nah, bro. What do you lose? What do you lose? You don't lose nothing.
You don't lose nothing, man.
You don't lose nothing. You just find out. Yeah. Then you try to do what you gotta do. If it happens, it happens. If it doesn't happen, so be it. We move on.
And she's like, I hate that.
But just know.
If she's like, I hate that.
In the back of your mind, you're always gonna just know that.
Nah, it's not gonna bother me, honestly.
This shorty, underhanded.
Bro, like, you think it's like magic powers? Well, you think it's like magic powers that's gonna help you raise her up, bro?
No, nigga.
You still gotta do you.
It's your own character, bro. Your own charisma and shit.
Nah, with
you
women.
Feel me? Now, going through that underhand method, and that's just getting extra information. You probably wouldn't have gotten that regularly.
Yeah.
You feel me? Because
bro,
there's walls and...
You're doing her a service, though. You turn into the guy she's...
Yes, bro. You are literally saving her.
But that's not everybody. You feel me? There could be other niggas that read it. Man. You feel me? Be like,
but I know that's not me. That's why I'm gonna read it.
Exactly.
If there's anybody you could trust, it's me, because I know me.
Exactly. Yo, bro, I'm reading it anytime.
Yeah. And I would like her to read mine too.
Look, they just know.
We can't read women's minds,
just
bro.
Know. They will invade your privacy. That's what they letting you know, man.
Yeah, go ahead. And you could read mine too.
Yeah.
All right, see.
Yeah,
look.
and mine is in my mind. I don't write no diaries, so like
exactly.
we could talk. You could talk. I don't write no diaries. If you write that,
he says in my mind. You can still control the information you give him. That diary is all open. There's nothing protecting that diary besides that like $2 lock.
But there was no $2 lock. That's honestly, the thing.
Like, if I'm with somebody,
we don't know that. We don't know how. We don't know how he got that diary.
If it was Snoop, I'm pretty sure, bro. There was no lock. She just had
I'm
it
assuming
in a
like
drawer.
with the diary got a key, maybe a little clasp or something.
And the key was around probably.
Yeah, so.
I mean,
that's what breaking and entering.
It's not breaking and entering if he was helping his their family. I was helping her family.
Hey, there's a legal term for what he just did there, man.
I'm a type of person.
I ain't saying, hey, look, I ain't saying he a bad guy. I'm just saying,
Yeah. I'll invade your privacy just like you invade mine. Don't worry.
I'm the type of person who
We'll
really,
be toxic together.
really got nothing to hide, even if it's not appropriate. If I'm with you, I wouldn't mind you seeing it. So I kind of would expect the same from. Well, that's after we're together. That's after we're together. Yeah. Like, but no. Yeah, that book I'm reading it. Yeah. Exactly. That book. That book I'm reading it. But like when we get together, you want to see my dirty magazines? Feel free. Let's watch them together. Let's see it together. We're together.
Not yet. We're cool.
Yeah. Where we going next? We're
going into some crazy shit. All right. So I think it was a couple days ago or some shit. The co-creator of Rick and Morty. So Adult Swim just like some people say they fired him, some people say they part ways, but Adult Swim really got rid of the nigga. Yeah. Because there was reports that came out about him harassing his significant other. Yeah. I think sexual harassment, some DV, you know, and also some like
what is DV?
Domestic violence.
Domestic violence. Okay. Some like, and there was another count of I think, like, the word that's in my mind is kidnapping, but it's not really. What they said was like pretty much holding somebody against their will, you know, and like restricting them to like holding them hostage, restricting them from like coming, like going out the house, stuff like that. And what the crazy thing was is that like this shit happened maybe like 2-3 years ago, and like Shorty had like filed things and all of that, and
they try to keep it on the rug.
Yeah, try to keep it on the rug. My son was also like fighting other cases of like being with younger girls. Jesus. Yeah, around the time, and like I think since he's a big part of like what Rick and Morty is. Yeah, like he voices both all of them. Right? He voices Rick and Morty. You feel me?
The grandfather and the grandson for sure.
He voices Rick and most of the other characters too. Like he does their voices and stuff. That's crazy. And so like he's like top big brain in that, you know, in that whole like, you know, franchise of Rick and Morty and what Adult Swim is trying to do. So Adult Swim, I think they only got rid of the nigga because everything started getting out. Yeah. Started being, there's reports, this, that, and the third, police being involved, trying to get the nigga thing out. So they were just like, have
they not like recently renewed the show for like 70 plus episodes?
70 plus episodes like a year ago, yeah. And so, the guy has like 12 other like cases that like he's still like fighting and shit, and this one just came with like I think that was his wife or his fiance or some shit like that, and my son was just bugging, and like Adult Swim now like they're talking about how like like they're gonna recast like the roles of like who's gonna voice Rick and Morty, and like there's all these other like other things where like he either like got fired or like, you know, like withdrew himself from the situation. Yeah. Because I think his company is the company that dropped that game, High on Life.
High on Life.
Something like High on Life.
High on Life.
That game like was funny too. Because he voices him.
So, but he's also like the CEO of that company, like Squanch Games, whatever. He's the CEO of that company. So like my thing is, if Adult Swim knew before this, everything that happened before and still kept them, they blue face clean up. Like they're just like, all right, let's just get rid of the nigga and be like, well, we didn't know, you know, the reports came out, and when the minute they came out, we got rid of him.
Companies will always do what's best for them financially. They probably tried to help him, and they did the investigations and saw there's no help for this nigga. Yeah. And you guess why if he's the CEO of his company, why would he step away? Not to harm the business of the company. So he stepped away. All they did is for financial benefits.
Yeah. But and that takes me like like I think he's definitely he's probably gonna do some time. But that takes me to like, now where
Can you hand me my charger? Sorry.
where does Rick and Morty go now? Because they about to recast the roles.
Yeah.
And like then you think like we all know Rick and Morty for for
The
being
voice.
what they are,
Yeah.
for being the voices, and like I mean, like I guess we could reproduce something similar, but it won't be the same.
Won't be
Like
the same.
we it will never be the same. I compare it to like how when we do music, when we make a version, then we go back to rework them. It will
Yeah.
never sound like the version that we made before. And as much as we try to like sing it the same way, and like it will never. We will add some other stuff in there that will either make it better, or well, for us, we can only make it better.
I say this is just the beginning of the end of Rick and Morty. Because even if they get a new voice actor, like you just said, people, if it's not, it won't be 100%.
And the thing is, a lot of people use Rick and Morty as a moral compass. A lot of the times they used to like, oh, it's a very smart anime that criticizes life and philosophy and how blah 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 science. So a lot of people used it as a moral compass, and now the voice of the characters on that show is his comeback. So one of the co-creators. So how could you take this show's message any serious now?
With the loss of one of the original creators, as Pac said, that might take a toll on the fan base and of course the audience base. So I just say we just sit back and watch and see how this goes.
The only way they could go around this is to use that as a comedy point to make the show kind of like grandpa, my voice has changed or some shit like that, like what's going on, like I feel like I used to be voiced by some guy who used to molest women but now it's different, some shit like that, use that
as a segment.
But they need
stuff. They really mean business.
But they need for that guy to get convicted first.
Yeah.
Because right now he's still fighting his case, right? He could still come out.
Cases. My son fighting cases.
Yeah. I mean, this one, I'm prone to believe the fiance a lot more. Because it sounds crazy.
And not to be racist or like prejudiced, but you look at the man, them you look at his picture, you like, yeah, like he look like somebody who would do that.
Yeah, sometimes
somebody who just because you have different personalities. You have Rick and Morty as a personality. Yeah, like all these other these people get so into their job. I feel like to a certain point that like everything else they do like becomes a part of them. And so they lose themselves within like the realm of things that they do. They don't know who they are no more. Yeah, like life is not as like we see it to them. Like it's just like
I'm sure
it's just, there's different personalities within their own self, and they just battling it out. And like sometimes they just can't figure it out. And we don't know about his situation, but another motherfucker, man. This time, we gonna jump into the sports world real quick, man. A lot of development has happened. Benjamin Mendy.
Yeah.
Benjamin Mendy got acquitted.
Manchester City player.
He got acquitted. So for those of you guys who don't know, Benjamin Mendy, he's a French soccer player. Footballer, he, I think about 2 years ago, I think it was during COVID or before. 2020, yeah. So 2020, during COVID, he had a party in his mansion in Cheshire. Yeah. He had a party over there, having fun, you feel me, got a little too lit, you feel me, I guess. And after the party, you feel me, I think about 6 women came out and said that he, sexually harassed them and all of that, and pushed up on them and all of that. And Yeah, my son, got kicked out of Manchester City. I don't know if he's not a player of Manchester City no more. He got taken to jail and all this and awaiting trial. His trial just ended. Well, hasn't ended yet, but
he got acquitted.
Like 80% of it has ended, and he got acquitted.
By 2 or 1, right?
He got acquitted, right? And now there is one left that like the jury still can't find can't find themselves to like come up with a verdict yet about that one, But he's acquitted of 6, man. He's acquitted of 5, I think, and there's one left. I mean, I still yet to wonder, man. Like, does he just have a great team of like lawyers or like what's up? Cause like, also not to be racist and prejudiced, but like you look at Benjamin Mendy and like you be like, you the type of nigga who kind of do this type of shit, bro. Yeah. Like might get drunk at a party and push up at a woman real quick. This, that, and the third. Not on some like like I'm trying to they grab, but like maybe you get drunk trying to dance and push up on them, this, that, and the third, and then nowadays like there's a thin line between being flirty and like and being funny to then now you sexually harassing me, especially when it comes to like touching. Yeah. You feel me? And like it could go from like
it depends on how the person is feeling on the
exactly.
day.
And so
for that reason, don't touch nobody.
Yes, don't touch nobody. Cause me, when I heard sexual assault, that's how I saw. I was like, damn, this nigga was just walking at that party, just drunk as hell, just like going around like
slapping asses.
Thank you. You know what I'm saying?
Touching boobs.
Yeah.
And since he's a millionaire, if you touch me wrong, tomorrow I'll see you. I'll call.
Exactly. And but. Then you hear that like he got acquitted, and then you start like, all right,
wondering
how many you start wondering like how many Amber Heards are there out there, man.
But my main issue is, what's the consequence for these people?
None. They put their claim. Issue. That's why I said how many Amber Heards are there out there. Yeah. Like it's wild how they could just like literally.
Ruin a person's life.
Yeah, ruins a person's life off of allegations who, as we are seeing, are not true, because the jury found the nigga not guilty. You feel me? And then why I say Amber Heard, we saw what with Johnny Depp. Happened. You feel me? My shorty came and capped. You feel me? Was capping the whole time. You feel me? Was talking about this nigga was trying to kill him. You feel me? All this type of shit. Turns out she don't know trying to kill me.
She took a big dookie on the bed, bro, and tried to cover that shit up.
You feel me? My son was fighting for his life in there. So like how and this is why now like, all right, we gonna say how we obviously we believe women. Like the minute they were like, oh, they came up saying, yo, this guy did this to us, they took that. Yo, Manchester City parted ways with this nigga like that. Yeah. Like that, they were like, yeah, ended his contract and like that. You feel me? And respect. But now, can he play anywhere else? Because it's been 3 years now.
The issue, what you're saying, like the thing backlash of false promoting
the issue
that happened to. So then it really fucks with the credibility of women that's really going.
That's really going.
That's been something that's been very prevalent since we had movements like Me Too and stuff like that.
The issue is my guy got slandered like a dog when it happened. But now he got acquitted. You don't hear that.
You don't hear it. Nobody's talking about it. Like I didn't like. I was just researching and I found, what the hell? Like nobody's talking about it. This man, he's gonna find it hard to come back into any type of club, because any club will be like, well, like even if they take him, they'll be like, well, we're gonna take you this, that, and the third. But we know, like. In the back of our mind, like something like, your name will never be as clean no more. Like he's not gonna be Benjamin Mendy that was Benjamin Mendy in 2019.
Society was right to villainize him at first when they were under the conception that he was guilty, but we as a whole, like everyone should really start working on the fact of when people's names are tarnished and the news come out that it's all a lie. Society as a whole Like
I don't think society was right to tarnish his name when the news come out, because they did not convict him at first. Like
bro. Always with allegations.
Yeah, that's all, you know, based on to how we feel, you know, to each their own within that. But, you know, I could see as to where, look, it's a sexual assault case, it's one of your players, they just like, it's a it's a no
that
joke kind of policy. So it's even if we don't have the full details, it came out like that, all right, yo, we just can't have you right now. Sure. I can understand that. And that's why where my counterpoint comes into is that, you know, the reintegration of bringing the player back after, you know, the image and everything has been, you know, tarnished like that. Really, we need to strengthen that. Because in times like this, you know,
I think the best way to go about it is probably, which is never going to happen, but it's not convict a person without details.
I think it's always innocent until proven guilty. And there was never, when it happened, there was never, like, I get it. City parting ways with him, cool. You feel me? You don't want your name tied with that. Cool.
You signed him for a certain image, and he's not being upheld to that image. Cool. That I understand.
I'm talking about the people.
The news.
The people, like that. When we talk about society, that's who I'm really because these niggas they portrayed him in such a terrible light, bro. Like, this man was just out here bugging. They started bringing up, like, his body's over here when he was up. Like,
they say he has a sex ring where he's tying women, a sexual dungeon and all that. I heard all types of stories.
Like, all types of stories started coming out. Like, literally, like, bashing this man's name, bro. Like, that man, I don't know. I don't know who's going to take him.
I'm like, yo, like, look at him like different.
Yeah. And it's like, you're not like, if we don't know. We didn't know what was going on. We were like, all right, we're going to wait what happened. You feel me? Like, me to this day, until I found out that he was acquitted, I never like, you know, I'd be like, this the type of nigga who could get wild at the party. You feel me? And do wild shit. And if he comes out that, like, like what Alves did to the shorty, which will come, like, if that was the case, yeah. Like, he pushed up on the shorty, took her in a place and this, that, and the third. Then, like, that's gonna come out and you did this shit.
Yeah.
You feel me?
That's easy to prove.
You feel me? But I just think that this was just, you know, a few girls who went to a party at a millionaire's house who plays for Manchester United, who plays for Manchester City. You feel me? And try to take advantage of him when he was at his lowest point. You feel me? Then got out of there to claim sexual assault just to get compensation out of it. That's how I saw it.
A lot of people I know in this world would do that shit too. But bro, I saw this one TikTok about this guy asking people, would you take $800K a month for your husband to beat you up every week? And I went to the comments, and you got women out there like, oh yeah, please let me have some. Please let me have some. Like, I'm down. I'll do this shit in a heartbeat, blah, blah. But, like, if you're going to think about it, people will do anything for money.
Yeah, money will make you do crazy shit, bro.
So, like, these women are saying, I would get beat up every week. Well, it could be a joke, but, like, I think they didn't mean it seriously, because I too would get beat up for $800K.
A month?
A month, bro.
That means in 2 months you
would get beat up.
I'll get beat up for $800K a month. Beat me up. Niggas already do that.
The nigga said he would shave his head and let a motherfucker hit him up every time he wanted for $100K a month.
Bro,
so you know 800 is nothing. This nigga is signing that shit.
Do you watch those slap competitions, bro?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's not even 800. This probably
right.
Like 10K, bro.
Yeah.
They get smacked in the face. Yeah, that one bitch would be the roll up. They slapped her and she went down and did the roll up. Bro. So people are ready to put their life on danger to get bread.
Yeah.
So like I wouldn't put it past people to be like, people will stand on the road to get hit by a truck to make bread.
Yeah.
So I'm saying, if you got the opportunity to sue a player who touched you wrong, let's say you go to work, and your boss is a billionaire, and she's a woman. In my case, and she touches me wrong, and I know that. Oh shit.
This is not supposed to happen.
This is not supposed to. Hey, bro, tomorrow I'm about to be rich, bro. Yeah. She sexually assaulted me, nigga.
Money. You probably won't win. Cause you're a nigga, but claiming sexual assault. You know what I mean,
bro? I'm making light of this. A lot of people go through the real shit, and people I need this, and people who use this as a like people who use it, like I just said, people who use it undermines the real people who actually get assaulted. Yeah. So these two don't match. Facts. So for that reason, it's not right. So a lot of the times, it's like it's funny saying, oh yeah, if somebody touches me wrong, I'm gonna sue them for sexual assault. But what about the person who actually got sexually assaulted so in a way that it's gonna change your life? So it's a gray area where it's not a yes or no thing. Yeah. But just as a person, you gotta make your decisions consciously and think about how you're affecting other people. Right.
And so yeah, they bash that nigga name, you feel me? Right now, you feel me? I mean, he's acquitted of 5. There's one more left, you feel me? But at least he wasn't as dumb as fucking Dani Alves, bro. Because this motherfucker, Dani Alves was in Barcelona. Really like took a shorty in the bathroom and like ended up just like some young woman, you feel me?
Who didn't even know who he was, bro.
Who didn't even know who he was at first. So this has to be like a early 20s type of young woman, you feel me? I'll say 23, 24, you feel me? Because Alves is like 30, some 38. And that nigga is balling, but he's old, bro. Yeah. You feel me? So what happened, bro? So Dani Alves played for Barcelona. Like millions of years ago. Yeah. And
the best team Barcelona
ever had. He was in there. He was in there, yeah. So he lived in Barcelona for a little bit, you feel me? So my son was there was at a nightclub on December 30th, having a party, having a blast, this, that, and the third in Barcelona. In there, the woman claims, she met the guy, they were talking this, that, and the third, they were dancing, you feel me? Then Dani Alves told her that he didn't even try to tell her that like, oh yeah, like I'm a soccer player, I played for Barca. He just said like I'm a petanque player. You feel me? Just throw this bitch off. But then some people around let her know that like, nah, like that's Dani Alves. He played for Barca, this, that, and the third. So you feel me? So at first she was standoffish, but now she's a little bit more open to conversation.
Alves, bro.
It's fucking Dani Alves. You feel me? So they're dancing, they drink, drinking, having fun. It's like one thing led to another. Shorty said that Alves let her in a room.
In the bathroom.
In a room, and that ended up being a bathroom. She walked in and it was a bathroom. And things happened in there. We don't know what, but she came out saying that he sexually assaulted her. Because they were in that bathroom for 15 minutes. 15 minutes. Came out, this, that, and the third. The nigga ended up leaving, going back to Mexico. That's where his team that he's currently signed to at the time, but not anymore because they ended his contract. And now the police had everything they needed to literally to arrest this nigga. Yeah. But they talked to him. They were like, nah, we just want to talk to you about this shit. Yeah. Like, we just want to know what's going on because there's a woman that comes here. Come justify yourself. Yeah, come justify yourself. You feel me? So that he could voluntarily bring himself back to Spain because he's Brazilian. And Brazil, they don't extradite their citizens for nobody. Yeah. Like, even if you did something wrong over there and come back to Brazil, they're not going to give you up. If they found you guilty over there, they're not gonna give you up because you are in Brazil. But if you leave Brazil, you on your own. So, which another soccer player, footballer from back in the days, Robinho, is surviving by right now because him also got
convicted.
He got convicted in 2017 by the Italian Cassation Court that he was found guilty in a gang rape. In a gang rape with his boys. Wild, you feel me?
Soccer players are
with
wild.
five other motherfuckers with him. You feel me? So he got convicted in 2017. Italy right now is trying to work on a
convicted of a train.
Work on a demand for Brazil to let that nigga come back to Italy, and Brazil is like, it's in their constitution. They don't do that. So Brazil right now, they just like, well, Brazil has to deal with it. Either they let Robinho go to Italy, serve his 9 years, or he does 9 years in Brazil, and Brazil don't want to extradite, so Brazil might not even want to take it, bro. They might not even want to imprison this guy, right? Yeah. So far he's still in Brazil, and Italy is working with Brazil to try to get him back to Italy. Robinho is still safe for now, but Alves, his dumbass, got tricked into coming back to Spain, so he came back to Spain like it was nothing happened. Bro. The minute he arrived, they caught that nigga. Took him in, started questioning him. And the minute they started questioning him, his deposition, his first time they questioned him, he said he never knew who the shorty was. Yeah. You feel me? The second time they questioned him, he said, well, I've seen her, but nothing happened. The third time they talked to him, he said, yeah, like we had sex, but it was consensual. At that point, you're like, nigga, you are fucked.
You're lying.
You are fucked. You are lying. So at this moment, he is in Spanish jail in Barcelona, and
a legend of the game.
He
could get any woman he wants,
bro.
Any type of woman he wants, if he does it the proper way. He has money. In fucking Barcelona, he's probably regarded as a legend. God legend, bro.
And bro,
why would you forcibly take somebody to get sexual favors? What is sexual favors, bro? Like, why do you need it so bad that you put your life on the danger, bro?
Put your life
on the line. You could call up, yo, I need 4 bitches right now. I want to fuck. Somebody will bring it to you.
Yeah, there's services for that shit that you could pay for because you have the bread.
You saw somebody nice, bro. Some bitches I hear are doing gang. That Kazumi girl on the. You ever saw there's this a Adam thing, the No Jumper podcast. 22. He said Adam 22. He said there's this one girl who runs like freaking 50 guys gangbangs, bro. An Asian girl. She even has some things, bro. There are people who are ready to let you do whatever you want to them.
And it's just like, to me, like I don't understand it, like, because I'm just like, Dani Alves. Dani Alves is like, hold on, Dani Alves gotta be like 39, bro.
Hey Google, how old is Dani Alves?
Dani Alves is 39 years old.
Yeah. Dani Alves, bro, like, why aren't you, married to somebody that will give you punani on a consistent level without married. Problem? Is he?
I'm asking you, is he?
Not right now. He said Juana Sanz married 2017. It doesn't have a divorce date, so they're probably still married. Still, Dani Alves, you're a dumbass, bro. I don't have to say. Whatever happens to you over there, you are fucked, bro. Fuck out of here. Yeah, you are. Yeah, whatever happens to you, bro. You Barca legend, but how dumb can you be?
For punani.
In a club, in a public setting,
with the year ending,
like, you thought you were just gonna get away with that shit. Now they're gonna like, the crazy thing is the shorty said, I don't want no money.
Yeah,
I just want justice to be done, and she's right.
I respect that.
And right there, right there, I'm just like, bro, whatever happens to you, happens to you.
Because that shit probably marked her, bro. She don't care about the money.
Oh, bro, especially if she's like I was saying earlier, 22, 23, 24, bro. Yo, bro, you just violated, bro. You like,
word. You
just violated. You just violated. So like, yeah, whatever happens to him happens to him. Robinho, I didn't even know that Robinho was like in a sex in a sex scandal until now, like until like 2 days ago, or like a day ago, and then like all of that. But I don't know what Brazil is gonna do, but
I was hearing about it when the trial was going on.
When the trial was going on,
yeah.
Well, they're gonna have to do something about it, man.
I actually thought he was in jail serving his sentence, but no.
Yeah, my son, cause he had like multiple appeals, bro. It went, let's say it went from like a normal court all the way to like the Supreme Court, and the Supreme Court upheld that like, yeah, you're guilty, like recently in 2022, but he was convicted in 2017. And he's just been appealing. Yeah. Appeal until now.
Just own up to that shit if you did it.
If you did it, yeah. I mean,
9 years.
I fuck with Brazil though. Brazil said, nah, nigga, fuck, that's our citizens, man. What the fuck you want? We don't snitch down here. We don't give nobody up, bro. Fuck out of here. Fuck out of here. I fuck with that. Brazil stand strong, bro. But let that nigga do jail.
Would you die for Nyash when you got Megan Hall, bro? You got people like Megan.
You got Megan Halls, man. You got a lot of Megan Halls in this bitch.
Not all about it,
bro. She's bro.
Some people willing to let anybody have it.
No discrimination.
Why would you die for Nyash?
Services. And you're married too. I have nothing to say about
Dani Alves in Brazil, yo.
You could have gone to Brazil and have yourself a nice end of the year.
He could have as many as he want to have a good night.
And he just chose the one that like didn't want to have nothing to do with her.
Maybe that shit probably excite them. You know, the fact that they can't get it. I can't get it. So
but there's a theory about that. Like when you keep people away from the things that they want, it makes them want it more. So like he probably showed her, Shorty, wanted it. Shorty was like, nigga, fuck out of here. And then he like, nigga, I'm Dani fucking Alves. Who the fuck you think you is? Yeah. And the Shorty is like, well, I'm Sarah. Who the fuck you are? I'm a petanque player. Started capping. Make himself a little local a little bit, Well, fuck that nigga, bro. Whatever happens to him happens to him.
Wasn't he in the World Cup recently even?
Yeah, he was.
Dumb fuck.
He was there. My son was probably traumatized from Brazil losing. What I told you, bro. What I told you. Nigga talking about faith. What I told you. Without Luka, too.
Yeah, without Luka. Crazy.
Bro, who is Chris Paul? Chris Paul's nobody nowadays, bro. If without Devin Booker, the Suns ain't shit, bro.
Dinwiddie took the game in his hand, bro. I knew he was gonna have a great game.
Hey man. All I know is, bro, you hold me some money.
Nah, bro.
Cause you the whole reason why I picked the Suns, bro.
You did?
Of course.
Who told you to listen to me, bro?
Are you mad? Yo, this is 2 days in a row, bro. 2 days in a row. Yesterday you didn't tell me, and today you told me. I gotta stop listening to you, bro. I gotta just stop listening to you. Like, I thought I should be listening to you because of yesterday, but now today I know I shouldn't be listening to you. So
now that you know the pattern, you better listen to me tomorrow.
I'm not listening. No, hell no.
If you don't listen, you know what's gonna happen.
Hell no, I'm not gonna be around. Fuck that. Fuck that. Right. But anything?
Any input?
Anything y'all wanna, y'all wanna bring up real quick, last? Cause I know your mind just be coming up this shit, bro.
Yeah, me it's during when we're talking. While we're put my peanut down, cause this nigga just violates.
It's crazy. It's crazy how you went through 2 days in 1 day,
bruh.
That's why.
Yo,
and now he comes
all
to
my Africans,
my
bro. If you know this brand,
thanks.
You feel me?
Go
it's
get
not
some.
A plug-in or a sponsorship, but
it's worth it.
All my Africans know.
It's worth the investment. The best snack you could get.
Best snack you could get out here, man. What am I saying to these people? Get a chop, huh? Get a chop. Wait.
Get it chaff. But yeah, man, that wrapped up another episode
Yes, sir. Well,
on
thank you.
Laughin Thru Life, man, with Mo.
Mac.
And Pack
Yes,
right
sir.
here.
You already know the vibes, man. We thank you again once more for spending your time, your precious time with us, man. Laughing with us, going through these, through these ed topics sometimes, all these shits with us, man. And then again, you can find us.
Reach out.
You can find us. You can find us everywhere. Twitter, IG, TikTok. Follow us on TikTok, man. Yo, trust me. Yo, we
Tune into
bugging
that
over there.
TikTok.
We are bugging over there. Soon you're gonna see me do this. You feel me? Soon we gonna start doing that shit. Don't worry, you feel me? Hey, follow us on TikTok, follow us on Twitter, follow us on IG, follow us on you. Hey, subscribe to YouTube, man. Make sure you subscribe to YouTube.
MySpace.
Our 14 subscribers, thank you so much. We're trying to get to
We
20.
appreciate you.
We only need 6 more.
That's
Please get us there.
wild.
Get us there, man. Get us there. You feel me? Thank you. Thank you. Make sure you comment, like, subscribe, turn on your notification bell. That way whenever we drop the video, you're the first one to know that the video is out there, man. Yo, without further ado,
Peace.
It's been a pleasure.
It's been a pleasure.
peace.
Like a pipi helmet, jiggy jiggy, biggy biggy, heavy heavy.